The Surrey Bird Sanctuary rests peacefully on 6.5 acres of deep forest surrounded by many varieties of plants and tall trees, and it is the home for more than 162 different varieties of birds. It is located 1.5 kilometers away from the Welimada town and about a 20 kilometers drive from Nuweraliya. The tourist lodge located in the sanctuary provide visitors with food, lodging, parking, driver quarters and many more. For birding, they are charging around 1,000 rupees per person for a full day. This location is so peaceful and filled with serenity, surrounded by large greenish forest flood with bird sound, especially in the morning. There are two pathways to enter into the forest, with the easiest route is with steps which located just beside that tourist lodge, and the other pathway which runs through a steep ledge of the front side. Apart from the tall trees, there are much bushes which scatters throughout the forest, makes difficult to move out of the naturally created footpaths. Although there are many bird species, sometimes it may be difficult to photograph them as the jungle is so dense. There are some unique birds also which can be seen in this park, which include brown wood owl and some other endemic birds like brown-capped babbler and Sri Lanka wood pigeon. As usual, most common birds are seen most frequently and gave me some opportunity to get some warm-up shots. This young group of rose-ringed parakeets are engaging in play fighting. The great tit is a very common bird, which can be found in this region, which can be difficult to photograph as this through the branches of the top region of the canopy. Orange minivert or small minivert is a very colorful bird, although this pair was hiding through the branches most of the time and did not give much opportunity to photograph. Sri Lankan grey hornbill is an endemic bird which is a common resident found throughout the island, and within this premises I was able to photograph 2 of them. They usually feeds on fruits, lizards, tree frogs, and insects. Tickle's blue flycatcher is a very social bird. It can be found throughout the island, and this bird provided me with ample amount of time to photograph, and its lovely musical voice was ringing through the forest as a symphony. The endemic Shimita babbler is a common sight within this forest, and this pair looks like having a conflict with each other. Its slender curved long bill is specially made to catch insects which hide inside the tree barks. Its call is unique, and anyone can recognize it even at a long distance. Such a lovely bird it is to see. Although this bird may be with shy, they usually get used to people as long as they stay still and camouflaged. This giant squirrel is searching for its morning breakfast, and looks like he found some fruits to eat this time. Black-naped monarch is a very colorful bird which is rare inhabitant in Sri Lankan forests, especially lower land regions. This bird is hovering top of the branches in search of building materials for its nest, where it collects moss attached to the barks. These tony belly babblers numerously seen in this forest within the dense bushes. But they are very difficult to photograph because of the smaller size, and also they are very shy and swiftly move away from the humans. Although white-browed bulbuls commonly lives in pairs of groups, this one looks isolated and silent. However, it is a very common bird, which found throughout the country. Grey-headed canary flycatchers are very common sight in this forest, and this is a pair of chick and its mother. The mother flycatcher frequently feeds the baby, which chatters all the time, longing for a meal. The calls of the common hill miners ringing through the forest. Compared to its counterpart, the Sri Lankan myna, which is the endemic one which cannot be seen in this forest, common hill miners will not be missed by anyone within these premises. Indian pitta is a common migrant encountered throughout the island except highest hills. After arriving, each bird demarcates its own territory and remain there for rest of its stay while not letting other pittas to intrude it. Behind the Indian pitta, there was also forest wagtail, which is the another migrant bird, which showed me only glimpse. There was some glimpse of a bar-winged flycatcher as well, which was collecting building materials for its nest. And finally I was able to find the most elusive of all birds, which is the brown-wood owl, thanks to a group of yellow-billed babblers. That ends today's journey, as the weather became cloudy and dull for photography towards the afternoon. So the journey will continue on next day.